So this is Solomon's intro, week 1 and 2. And just to start off, I really think that I connected more so with this book than with Perry's book. There's just something about it that really intrigues me more, so I'm actually really excited to continue this book. You started off in chapter 1 by asking the question, what is faith? And referring to the Buddhist and the Buddhism religion letting go of their desires. And I kind of agree with that. You also asked, does faith challenge your beliefs? And I think that's exactly what faith is. I think faith is pushing to your limits, not testing, but pushing to your limits and knowing internally that everything's still going to work out and that there's no need for worries. You can let go of those desires, just as the Buddhist said. But faith is knowing that regardless of whatever is going to happen, it's going to happen, and knowing that everything in the end is still going to turn out pretty alright, if not better. And that one was really kind of a hard one. And to challenge your beliefs, I think faith absolutely challenges your belief. I think that's, like I said, what faith is built upon, on challenging your beliefs. But there, with the Jiminy Cricket conscience on your shoulder, I feel like faith goes into that as well. It's not just internal, it's knowing internally in your head, internally through your mind and through even your heart, if it's strong enough, that everything's going to be pulled back into a central area and there's not going to really be a need to fret about the little things. And so it absolutely challenges your beliefs and what you think. And then moving into chapter 2, which like I said, I'm really excited about this. You asked the initial question, what is consciousness? And I think consciousness is, like you said, the awareness. It's knowing your surroundings. And going into, you said only to do one, but I think I'm going to do 2. Into how do others know we're conscious, referring to the robots, which I haven't been face-to-face with a robot, so I'm not exactly sure how to differentiate a robot versus an actual human being. But to me, you know that you're conscious, you know that yourself is conscious, and you know that others are conscious by pain. That's what I've always heard, is that it's physical pain and mental pain as well as emotional pain, and that's the thing that differentiates us from a rock, from a sponge, that a sponge can't feel pain, a rock can't feel pain. A dog, like you said, is conscious. They can feel pain. A human being, a newborn, all the way up to an adult right now, can feel pain. And I feel like that's the way that you zero in on the consciousness. And you also stated for us to do some closing remarks of the value of life and us being physically mortal. And I think going into consciousness with that, regardless we are living, being physically mortal, knowing that one day you're going to go through pain, and that's just a sign of consciousness, that's a sign of awareness, knowing that one day that you will die, regardless of the value of life, you will die one way or another, and you very well could go through pain like that, but until the pain is actually done and over, until you're no longer feeling the pain, you're going to be conscious. The moment that the pain stops is the moment that you become unconscious. Right now, I may not look like I'm hurting, but my knee actually is really hurt physically. Thankfully, I don't have anything going on in my life that's making me emotionally hurt, but just knowing that I can still feel the pain really, I think, zeroes in and really is the focus and the hitting point of consciousness and what consciousness is and how to like I said, differentiate that versus, potentially a robot, because, robots can't feel pain. Like I said, I've never been involved with a robot before, but that's what I've always heard. So I hope this makes sense, and I'm looking forward to continuing this book.